動戦艦ダンケルク、ご挨拶申し上げます。あなた方に大いなる父と精霊の祝福があらんことを。敵艦を捕捉したわ。指定エリアの進路を変更よ。巡洋艦を発見したわ。目標に攻撃を集中するわよ。全艦目標に攻撃を集中するわよ。左舷から魚雷が接近中よ。前方に魚雷を確認。完了したわ。火災発生、直ちに消火を。敵巡洋艦を撃沈したわ。初の戦果を挙げたわ。援護射撃をお願いするわ。支援砲撃をお願いするわ。火災発生、直ちに消火を。了解よ。あなた方に大いなる精霊の祝福 対応完了したわよ。火災発生、直ちに消火を。殿下、目標に攻撃を集中するわよ。後方より魚雷が接近、回避行動を。抵抗ある。大いに精霊の祝福があらんことを。
Not a bad match. I think we have this one in the bag, though. How's everybody's week going so far? Alright, let's see. It's all tier 6 for ranked battles right now, so. I don't have as many ships as some do, you know, like Senna or Spartan or Super Dave, you know. I don't have as many as them, even though I've been playing the game for, quite a while, you know. I can show you real quick how much time I've played in this game. Let's see. Okay, battles, I've been in 3,800, almost 4,000. I have 118 ships. Battles survived 1,896. Victories 2,160. Warships destroyed almost 4,000. I've won 888 medals. Here's the medals I've won. 43 dreadnoughts, 4 Confederates, 350 high calibers. I've won 3 Krakens. The last one was in the Tier 5 Andre Doria. And I've won 1 solo warrior. You know, I've only won 1 of these, a solo warrior. We're a standalone against 4 enemy ships and win the battle. And that was in a Tier 4 New York, out of all things. So I played the game quite a bit, you know. As far as commanders go that I have, when I haven't spent a lot of money on the game, occasionally I'll pay for the, what's it called, the premium, you know? So you get more experience points, money, all that. But the last time the Azure lanes were out, not these new ones, the last time they were, you know, which wasn't that long ago, I bought some battleship commanders for some of the countries I play the most. So I bought Azure Lane, New Jersey. I did not get one for Japan. Don't ask me why. But I did win this. I did win Nobasada Isano. And I do play Japanese destroyers, so it worked out just fine. Oops. For the British, Azure Lane Nelson. Germany, I bought Azure Lane Prince Heinrich and Henry J. Hyde, but I got him for 1 doubloon because I had a coupon. 1 doubloon's not bad. For France, Azure Lane Dunkirk. I won this one in a chest. One of the Blue Archives, Kosaka Wakamo, for the Russian battleships. And then for the Italians, I got Azure Lane Littorio. Littorio, whatever. And the last premium commander I have is Azure Lane Harpin for the Pan-Asian cruisers. I'm gonna take the Nelson out. Let me see if I can upgrade my.
ほら、シャキッとしなさいの。作戦始まるわよ。敵艦よ。指定海域に進路変更しなさい。
Come on, dude. You give me just a little bit of space here. I understand.
目標に攻撃を集中
You
しな
give
さ
me
い。
just- I don't mind necessarily. It's just if I need to turn or he needs to turn, you know, to angle different. I mean, you don't want to be too close.
指定目標に援護射撃しなさい。火災発生。このままでは。敵戦艦を発見したわ。対応 完了したわよ。火災発生。このままでは。
Come on, back up. How's everybody doing tonight? Appreciate you for joining me. It's not good. This thing takes 3 years to get back in gear. 3 years later. Good thing I have good heals at least. Come on. Come on, Nelson. Hell. Jesus Christ. I don't claim to be an expert, but 9 16-inch shells wouldn't sink that thing to the bottom. It's my teammate there. Alright, there we go. That's better. Goodbye. And I'm doing really good. Or pretty good, you know, but this ranked battles has been terrible. You know, listen, I'm not claiming to be the best player in the world, but a lot of it depends on teammates, you know? Uh, if you don't get good teammates, it really makes it difficult, you know? And I'm not putting anybody down. Hell, I have bad games too. I'm just saying. Do you have a YouTube channel? Yes, that's very true. It's not, and you know it's funny. Like, you ever notice like anymore when you're in a standard match, it either goes real, you know, it's one sided. Either one team just demolishes the other side in the first like 4 or 5 minutes. It's rare that a match goes the whole, you know, most of the 15 minutes. Yeah. Well, I'll be honest with you, I'm not the. I just really started this channel not too long ago, so I'm not an expert on it either. You know what I mean? But I like the game, so why not? Why not just record when I'm playing? Let's see. Yep, that's true. Very true. I'll take Nelson again. Did you buy any of the new Azure Lane Commanders? I was thinking about getting them, but just waiting for payday. You know, I'm not sure if I'll buy all of them or just one or two, but I'll be honest, I don't spend a lot of money on this game. No, I was thinking the same thing though. Those two look like the best to me too. Now the American battleship commander, can't think of her name right off the bat, but I can't decide if I should get her or not. She looks more like she was built for secondaries more than anything. But I have never put a build into my secondaries before because it doesn't seem like most battles that, it's not like your secondaries are going to be the deciding factor. I mean, they do help in certain situations, but they're not that accurate for the most part. I'd rather put in all my stuff towards my guns to make my main guns as accurate as they can. So, I mean, that's your most important weapon, is it not? Oh, shit. Better watch out here. I'm not paying attention. I'm lucky he didn't fire at me. Ah. You ever have that happen? I had HE loaded, I guess, from the last game. And it keeps it there from the last thing you had loaded. It was when I was shooting at that destroyer. Forgot. If that had been AP, that'd have been a lot better hit. Yeah, I've had the same thing happen. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to, when I first started playing, I wanted to say, think that secondaries were really good. But I just cannot ever think where they've really saved me in a game. I mean, a few times I've killed people with them, but that was when their health was just down to the last little bit. I'll tell you another thing too. I've had such a backlog of newer games, like, you know what I mean? Because it's like, where do you find the time to beat all these big open world games? I play a lot of open world like RPGs. Yep, that's true. It's very true. I took a break from this game for a while. For a good month or two, I just took a break from it. I've been playing this game. Yeah, stick with one or three. Yeah. Listen, I play a lot of Warships. Don't get me wrong, but I've been playing this game since it first came out. What is that? 7, 8 years. You know, after a while, you just kind of have to change it up just a little bit. And the game has changed so much. I guess I'll always play it to a point, but yeah, but I bought Kingdom Come Deliverance too. Let's see. Elden Ring and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. But I just haven't had the time to play them that much. And you know, they're so immersive too, those games. I don't know if you've played Kingdom Come Deliverance too, but it's such an immersive game. I think I've had it in this game. Doesn't help when your teammates die. First few minutes. You should try Kingdom Come Deliverance too. It's really good. Really good story. Probably one of the most immersive open world games I've ever played. Yeah, I'm not going to survive this match, but I don't care. It don't matter. See, I've done the same thing. I would play this consistently, for, pretty much all year. Then I would just take breaks, After a couple of years of playing it every day for hours, I mean, you just have to take a break sometimes. And it's hard to get people to actually help you. Like when I'm playing, I'm going to go to standard battles for a little bit. I get tired of ranked battles. It is hard to get through the ranked battles. I mean, I cannot do it all by myself. I can do it to a point, but I can't do every battle by myself, carry the battle. I don't care how good you are. You have to have teammates to help you. What do you prefer playing? Battle? Do you play a little bit of everything, or just, do you have a preferred type? I play a little bit of everything. At first I started playing mostly battleships, and then I started playing cruisers and destroyers. And I will say I've learned a lot playing destroyers. More than any other tier, you learn a lot when you play destroyers. Let's see. I'm pretty high up in the battleships, but as you can tell, I'm only like in the tier 6s and 7s for the destroyers and cruisers just because I never really, played them. Yeah, that's true. I tell you the truth, I like cruisers a lot. When I first started this game, that's mostly what I played. That's why, I mean, most of my cruisers I have up to like tier 5 or 6 in most of the countries. Then I started playing battleships low down. I like cruisers, but I can't really get a feel for them. Sometimes I can kick ass, and then sometimes you know what I mean. They're tough ships, though. They're kind of like jack of all trades, aren't they? They can do a little bit of everything.
General quarters.
All right, let's see what we're against. Benson, Lee Hardy, NSC 35. I usually check to see who's using what. You know what? That makes a lot of sense, actually. Because, like, I'm trying to think. My highest tier, I want to say, in cruiser I have are like tier 6s. I mean, I've played this game, like I said, for a long time. I just never really focused on the cruisers or destroyers until now. So, let me see. The tier 6 York for the Germans would be the highest tier I'm at for for cruisers. And then the rest of the countries I'm usually in tier 5. But yeah, they do get death struck so easy. That's the thing. That's like I have good games in them, don't get me wrong, but sometimes you can't hide as well as a destroyer, obviously. But you get if you can get killed in one salvo if you're not careful at the same time. And I know how to use islands and all that stuff. Man, I hate sitting behind an island. I like to get out and fight. I know you don't have a choice sometimes, but still. Come on, boy.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship. I need intelligence data.
I didn't mean to push that. I'm not worried about getting seen, though, with this commander. My detectability is 5.3 kilometers, so I can get pretty darn close. The Russian heavies. I've never even started on that line yet. The battleships, but not the cruisers yet. Here we go for destroyer.
Smoke screen set. All stations, reporting the position of a strategic target.
I'll try. I'll have to start the cruiser line. I may have started it, but it's been a long time. If so, I'm like in the first couple tiers of it. So. Oh, there he is.
Attention, reporting the target position. Requesting fire on the designated target.
Damn it, I really don't want to fire here. So many battleships up close.
Torpedoes, direct front. Engine boost deactivated.
Oh, reload, for God's sakes. Come on, hold the line. I hope he keeps going in that direction. Come on. I will say one thing, these torpedoes are pretty quick. Especially with this commander. He adds speed to the torpedoes. It's like a lot of this. Should have shot just a little bit above the one frick. Those guides don't help that much, do they? I'm talking about that guide right there. I usually aim like to the side of it. They're usually pretty off.
I need intelligence data. All stations requesting fire on the designated target. Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Our team has taken the lead.
Really, I did not know that. There we go. I mean, like, see, sometimes I get it right. I tell you, every time I follow that guide, it seems to be really off. Seems like sometimes when I don't pay attention to that guide, that I do actually better. So it's weird. I guess people that are really good at it, they probably just have a feel for it. I'm sure they use the guide to a point. But like I said, it seems like when you go above that guide, just past it a little bit, it seems to work better. See, looks like he's going backwards here. He's going backwards. Heck yeah, he's going backwards. Yeah, it can't take all that into account. That makes sense. You know, it can't take all that into account. Yeah, he's turning into him. It's not a bad idea. Good on his part. Why be a son of a gun? He's going to fucking dodge every damn one. I could never get that lucky. If torpedoes were coming at me like that, I'd been hit by at least two. That don't matter. Good for him. Yeah, I like being able to get 5.3 kilometers. That's pretty close. Let's see what he's doing. Is he turning? Looks like he's turning. Thanks. Have you been playing Andy today? I mean, have you been on? You could division up if you want to sometime, man. All right, let's move in here. Try to help these guys out best we can. Yeah, I have this guy right here. No, Nobasada Isano. Yeah, I know what you mean. I used to play solo too. Listen, I'm not gonna lie though. Oh, you do have him though? Yeah. Yeah, he's not bad. I have quite a few premium commanders, but he's one of the only ones that I have for Japanese destroyers. So, might as well level. I think I have him leveled up to like 12 or something. Yeah, I do too. Me too. But he's not a bad commander. He makes your torpedoes faster and your concealment really good. And he increases the range on my torpedoes. Range, stealth, range, stealth, and speed of the torpedoes. Not a bad combination, if you ask me. Better than the free-to-play. Even though some of the free-to-play aren't bad. I think a lot of it comes down to skill. I mean, I've seen guys that use nothing but free-to-play commanders, but since they have so much experience in this game, they kick ass all day long. Well, it's game. I still have a lot to learn when it comes to destroyers, but I'm starting to, feel like I'm getting an understanding of it better. But it's a totally different play style than I'm used to. I'm used to battleships, man. remember who it was. A friend of mine by the name of, you may watch his channel, Spartan Elite 43. He told me the longer that destroyers stay in a match, the longer they stay alive, the more dangerous they are. What was wrong with your PlayStation, man? PlayStation 4 or 5? Yeah, you do. You do want to kill them fast, that's for sure. Listen, when I'm in a... Oh, it just stopped? Yeah. Well, that sucks. I try to keep mine cleaned out. You know, I dust my room, dust my home pretty well, but occasionally dust always seems to get inside my PlayStation. So I take off those covers, and I made like this little attachment to it where I could fit it down, you know, and clean out the, what do you call them? The back of the PlayStation 5. Those little like metal thin things that, you know what I'm talking about, that stop the dust from coming out or whatever. It's on the back of the PlayStation. It's got those little metal slits there. They're not that far apart. Dust just gathers there like you wouldn't believe, but I made a little attachment where I could put back there and just suck all the dust out, which it's improved. My PlayStation was getting hot. It's never overheated, mind you, but after I did this, it is way cooler than it used to be. Winter crate. I never get nothing with those, even when I get the good ones. Yep. I'm telling you, I don't know if you get a lot of dust in your PlayStation, but if you do, find a way to keep that cleaned out. That'll ruin that. You know, I was reading about it. That's one of the most common things that will mess up your console. Overheat. Even if it doesn't. Yeah, you can run out of camo. Well, during that holiday, the Christmas one, man, I must have got, I don't know how many camos. I mean, look, let me show you real quick. Let's, no, we don't start match. I'll show you how many camos I got. 97, 80, 100, 94. I got like 100 of these at one time. I got 70 of them. It's the ugliest color in the darn game. And then these candy cane, peppermint, excuse me. I still got these. Remember these? Those pinata ones. I still got those. All right. Standard. Should I go to? Let me check one thing real quick. I'm close to getting the Conqueror. Oh, I'm on the last step now. Let me fill this in real quick. Shall we? Yeah. Yeah, I haven't touched them either. It's, well, just 4 more and I'm have the Conqueror. Which I've never, I don't play Legendary much. I do all right in the matches sometimes, but it always seems like I break even on the money part. You know, at the end of the game, the ship costs and all that, it always seems like I'm just breaking even. And then the Alaska is the other one. I've only finished a few projects, though, of the Bureau projects. The Montana, the Yamato, and I think that's it. Yamato. I did get the Prusen, which is a pretty good ship. Or I like it. It's very accurate and reloads really fast. Yeah. I don't either. Yeah, it is good. It's a good ship. I've heard some people talk bad about it. You know how there's always somebody who doesn't like it on certain ship, but hey, this thing's accurate as can be, and it has one heck of a reload on it. Alright, I'm going to play Russia-Lu. I like this ship. I wish I had the John Bart. I'll play Dunkirk. Here's my commanders, man. I want to show you real quick. When the Azure Lanes come out last time, not this time, the last time, I decided to buy some for my battleship. So I bought Azure Lane, New Jersey. I didn't get one for Japan, but I won this guy, like I told you. UK, I got Azure Lane, Nelson. Germany, Prince Heinrich. William J. Hyde, I had a coupon, so I got him for one doubloon, literally. Azure Lane, Dunkirk. Won this one for free, too. It was a Blue Archive commander, Kosaka Wakama, for Russian battleships, and then Azure Lane, Littorio, or however you say it. Then the last one I have is Azure Lane Harpin, and I won this one too in the chest for the Pan-Asian cruisers. She is a very good commander, even though the Pan-Asian cruisers, they're difficult to play at first, but I kind of like them. So you don't play Legendary much? Dang, I've already been screaming for an hour. It's hard to believe. It's probably be my last match for a bit. I'll probably get back on after the fact. But if you, hey man, if you like my videos, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. It's not easy getting subscribers. If you want to, but if you don't want to, that's okay too. I'd still like you to come watch the videos, man, anytime. You know, I started this channel like 4 months ago, I want to say. And it is not easy trying to get subscribers, as you think. There's so much competition now. It seems like everybody does it now. Just about. But I usually do playthroughs of all different types of games. But World of Warships a lot too, you know. I just started doing live videos. I couldn't figure it out forever. Because you had to verify your driver's license and multiple things.
援護射撃をお願いするわ。全艦目標に攻撃を集中するわよ。偵察をお願いよ。
Well, yeah, verified my driver's license to, I'm not joking, to live stream on YouTube. You have to verify your driver's license. I'm not joking. Send a picture of it to them. I did not like having to do that, to tell you the truth. I'm not superstitious or, you know what I mean, conspiracy theorist or something like that, but I didn't much care for that.
この船戻るわよ。
But regardless, that's what I had to do. And maybe you're right on, getting subscribers in this community, but well, I mean, I want to do live videos, and there's not much of a choice there. I mean, I don't like it, but at the same time, you can't hide nothing this day and time, dude. They already know. You know what I'm saying? Our government already knows everything about us. They have every little bit of information on us, that even some stuff that would probably scare me and you, if we knew the truth. So, I mean, but literally, I just started live streaming. I've only live streamed like 2 or 3 videos at the most, so yeah.
全艦目標に攻撃を集中するわよ。
Ooh, good thing I started backing up. About to slam me, wasn't he, with those torpedoes? Come on, reload. Oh, shit.
こちらが優勢よ。油断はしないようにね。
True.
全艦
But you know what I mean. No, I agree with you, though. I'm feeling uncomfortable sharing that kind of stuff. I don't like it either. But with technology today and AI, dude, they know more about it. I mean, they know stuff that would surprise you. Listen, I wasn't in special forces or nothing, but I was in the military. I served in the Army. I went right out of high school.
必ず返すわ。
Me and one of my best friends by the name of Clark Thornton, we both went right after we graduated high school. We didn't serve in the same area together, but I ended up doing 2 tours in the Middle East. First one was in Iraq, and then my second tour was in Afghanistan. I'm just saying, you'd be surprised what our military knows. Their technology, what the stuff, their intelligence, it's amazing. It really is. It's no wonder we have such a good military, honestly. It doesn't matter if I'd sent my ID or not. As soon as you go to the DMV, the driver's license place, to take your test, they put your picture on record for the, you know what I mean, the federal government and everybody to see anyway. As soon as you go get your driver's license, it's on everybody's database. That was a good hit. That's a good ship too, the Iowa there. I like the Iowa. You know, I never understood this. This battleship, the Iowa, is a tier 7. Why in the hell is it not a legendary tier?
援護射撃をお願いするわ。
Yep, they do. The Iowa was the most advanced battleship ever built during World War II, but yet it's a tier 7. It doesn't make sense. I always thought it would have been a legendary tier. Doesn't make any sense. Because a lot of these ships in this game weren't even built. The Iowa was I do believe it was the most advanced battleship ever made.
援護をお願いするわ。その指図受けるつもりはないわ。
I've never played them. I've never played this game on PC. I've heard that though.
分かったわ。
Atlantico. Now that's a good secondary ship. I cannot remember who it was. Somebody told me that Atlantico's greatest weakness is burning them out with AG. I don't know how true that is. Yeah. Yeah, they are tough. Can't remember who it was. Maybe it was Spartan Elite 43 said something like that. Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes total sense why they don't have the fight fire with fire. I've never played one, so I wouldn't know. That makes sense. Quick reload. That's where I got that epic main gun, you know, where I upgraded it. Still, that was worth it. Well, I'm going to switch to HE as soon as I... Maybe. Look at that shot, man. The shotgun could have been more accurate than that thing. That's a pretty inaccurate thing in this game, too. I like World War II stuff. Those guys that shot those main guns, the crews that manned those guns, they were not that inaccurate. They were actually pretty darn accurate with those guns. Yeah, it's true. I'll have to check that when I get back to port. Yeah, the dispersion's terrible. I mean, sometimes, you know, they'll give you some really good shots, but like sometimes, as you saw, it's like a shotgun. Somebody take this son of a gun out. Come on. Seems like all the time in matches I'll have people saying, you know, come help me. And listen, I don't mind helping my teammates at all. But, like, every time I've called for people to help me on the match, they just leave me to fight my own battle every time. And don't get me wrong, I do try to help, but most times I try to help people on the map, I end up getting myself killed, and usually they would not help me in turn. I know that's a pretty bad way to look at things, but you know what I'm saying. I'm sure you've had the same similar thing happen. Let's use that boost. Man, I have been scoring high games, Paul. I did just a couple days ago. I had a 200,000 game. It was like 205 or something. I was in the Iowa, actually. Dispersion's pretty bad. I know what you mean. Yeah, and you see it all the time. Can't tell you how many teammates I've had that'll just sail right into the middle of 3 or 4 ships firing. I'm saying, please get back. And listen, I'm not trying to tell people what to do. But you can tell when somebody's just running right into the gunfire, you know, I mean, you gotta have some common sense when you're playing this game. Just some. I mean, it's really not that hard of a game. And listen, I do trouble. Yeah, I mean, I've had a few games like that. Don't get me wrong. Listen, I'm an average player at best. But I was pretty surprised, actually. It was a pretty good game. Some of these guys make it look easy, like Spartan Elite 43 or Super Dave or Senna 12. Man, some of these guys, they make these high-scoring games look like it's easy. But, of course, you know, like my friend Senna, I watch his channel all the time. He's been playing, I think he said he's had over 20,000 battles in this game. So, I mean, it makes sense. Let's see. I'm gonna pick. I like the Richelieu, but damn, that is inaccurate. Let's see what I have for the upgrades. See, I have aiming systems, mod 1. Wish you could upgrade that, but you can't. Steering gears, I like to be able to turn my ship. I don't know, just my playing style. That's what I like. Concealment mod 1. And then main battery mod. And I even upgraded it to the epic. For every 30,000 damage, you get a boost. I thought about upgrading it, but 2,000 still for a legendary. Not now, at least. Yeah, they are. But you don't think about it. This game's been out for what, 8 years? There is a lot of people you're playing in this game that have almost a decade of experience under their belt. I mean, that's why you see a lot of these newer players that come into the game and they just struggle. But I mean, it's understandable when you think of some of these people, how long they've played this game. And I've played for a while, but some of these guys have played years long. Let's see. I'm gonna pick the Kansas. I like the Kansas. Yeah, that's true. Very true. What fleet are you in? I just recently joined the fleet. It's the Dina's fleet. Huh. I don't know, honestly. You know, there's so many. I've probably seen them. I know I've had to. I'm on Hero. Well, that's the abbreviation beside the name, but if you ever watch Super Dave, that's his fleet. Durka. Okay, yeah, no, I've heard of Durka. Yeah, I've heard that. Certain ones you just remember after so many years, you know. Have you ever seen Super Dave? Yeah, he is. He is a good man. He really is. And I don't say that just, you know, lightly. He's a good person. He really is. And he is really good at the game, too. The guy's really good. John Bond. Wish I could get turbines. I'm the son of a gun if I didn't have HE loaded again. I swear. Not a bad shot. I did it again. I had HE loaded. Bad spread. Yeah, true. That is true. We have 3 destroyers left, and they're all in the middle of the map. I think one of them come over here. Yeah, you can see. There it is. Shit. Damn it, I can't fight half the freaking team by myself. Well, I wonder what turbines is doing.
しばらく使えないけど、まあなんとかなるっしょ。ちょっと火力支援を手伝ってくれない？ちょっと誰かお手伝いプリーズ。
All right, I'm gonna take the highway on now. I like the Iowa too. I've had a lot of good games in her. She's a good ship. Yeah, she does have hard. She is hard to turn it. She's a long ship though. That's a big ship. I can't remember exactly how big she is, but as I remember, I went to see the battleship New Jersey like 5 years ago. I had to look it up to see exactly how long she was, but she's 887.
みんな頑張っていきましょう。
887 feet.
私は履修済みってね。指揮官をサポートするわ。敵艦を発見。よっしゃ、行くわよ。前艦、味方を援護しに行くわよ。サンキュー。
Yeah, turning radius. Yeah, it's pretty bad. We got here Republic.
敵戦艦を発見。頼むわよ。
Good shot. Yeah, that's not bad. Ooh, she might get a good shot on me. Son of a bitch. Yeah, I was over
なんと
angle.
かなるっしょ。
I'll admit it. Get you back in.
指揮官、対応完了よ。
I was lucky. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. Kind of rushed in there. I've got my cat right in my lap. She likes to roll right on her back, like, use her paws up at me, so I was not wasn't paying much attention. So I did anyway. Yep, I'm gonna get off here, man. It was really nice talking to you. I'll probably get back on in another like 30 minutes or an hour, do another live stream. So, but have a good one.